Thank you for watching my video. Perhaps you have also viewed my Upwork profile. Thank you for viewing my profile. So, do you need help finding the largest or smallest value in a set? Well, you might have the same scenario just like this client that I have on Upwork. This client that I have works in a financial company and he has this Excel problem. Well, he has a spreadsheet, but this is not the exact layout of his spreadsheet. Okay, so he has these calculated loan to values on the range of cells, and he wanted to know the maximum LTVs to these cells from these cells. Okay, and he has also these cells in here that can be either a yes or no, and another that can be either cash out, purchase, or redeem term. So if this is a yes, he wants to take the maximum LTV from here. If this is a no, he wants to take the values from here. If this is a yes and this is a purchase, he wants to get the value from this range of cells. If this is a return term, he wants to get the maximum LTV from these cells. And if it is a cash out, he wants to take this value. Okay, so if this is 60%, he wants to know the minimum value from here. Yes, in the cash out, purchase. Yes, in the purchase, so I'll be looking from here. If this is 60%, he wants to know the percentage in here that is greater than or equal to 60%. So in that case, this should be 70%, right? This is 60%. There is no exact 60% in these cells. So he wants the minimum value that is greater than 63%. So that is still 70%. Same as this one, still 70%. Well, 70% is equal to 70% from this range of cells, so he wants that 70%. When it comes to 73%, he wants the 75% to be here. Because 75% is the minimum percentage in this range of cells that is greater than 73%. Okay? With 75%, we'll be taking 75%, exactly equal. When it comes to 78%, we'll be taking 80%. He wants this 80% because 80% is the minimum value. This one that is greater than 78. 80% is equal to 80%, but when it comes to 85%, he wants to get, well, 85% is the largest value that we 80% is the largest value in here. However, it is less than 85%. So in this case, we'll be taking the largest value from this range of cells, so that would be 80%. So my client has used multiple ifs, but he's not getting the correct results. The problem is that he has used multiple ifs, which became too long and too complex because of these multiple conditions. And he wants me to debug that multiple ifs. Well, debugging too long and complex multiple ifs is not easy, and multiple ifs is a bit harder to debug than other formulas. Okay, so what could be our simplest solution? we don't he doesn't need the multiple ifs to be retained. He just wants correct numbers. Okay, so what I did is I replaced those multiple ifs with another formula. Well, the best formula that we can use in here is the min ifs combined with the max ifs. Also, those min ifs and max ifs was used inside an if formula, right? It sounds complex, but it is more easier to understand compared to long multiple ifs. So let's clear this one and let's do the work. So let's start with the yes. Okay. So if this is a yes, we'll be applying the minifs and maxifs. Okay. Sorry for that. So if this is a yes, we want to apply the minifs and maxifs formulas into this table. But if no, using this table. Okay, so let's do that. Let's type the formula. MINIFS. Right. So what would be our minimum range? Our min range is the range where we want to take our answer. And that range, right? And on this range, okay, on this table, what could be our criteria from this table? Well, we have the type. Okay, we'll be looking to type on this range, right? Fix that. Okay, and our criteria, this one. So we'll be looking the purchase from this range of cells. Okay, and our criteria range to this one, right? And our criteria 2 is this one. Okay. Now, our criteria 2 is something that is greater than or equal to this one, right? So let's take 60% and we want to look this range, the minimum value that is greater than or equal to 60%. Okay, so the result of this formula should be 70%, right? Okay, 70%. Also, this one is 70%, 70%, and we have should be 75%. Okay, 5%. This should be 80%. 80%. Well, what about this? It's 0% because it cannot find 85% on this range and cannot find any value that is greater than or equal, that is greater than 85%. So we need to add another formula in that to include the maxif formula that if we'll include a maxif formula that if the value is 0, the answer is 0, should be using the maxif formula. Okay, so let's take this one and create an if statement. If the value of this formula is equal to 0, okay, let's use not equal to 0, minifs, okay, but if it is greater than but if the result of this formula is equal to 0%, just like this one, should go to evaluate this MAXIFS formula. So basically, we'll be using the same range, okay? To MAXIF, this one, and our criteria one is this one, right? Criteria array, criteria. And our criteria range to one, okay? And our condition is the inverse. This greater than equal, so use less than percentage. Okay, so do max if range, criteria range, our criteria range to, right? And it should be less than 85%. Yeah, we'll be taking the maximum value that is less than this value. So, okay, so this works even if this values is not sorted. It should work. Okay. Okay, we are missing another branches place. Okay, so we got 80% here. So this formula should work even if this values in here is not sorted. So if we have 83% in here, we have 83% here, this should be 83%. All right, works. But if we have 93, that should be also 93. Okay, works. So formula is correct. So the next thing do, the next test we do is we go to cache out. Everything should be 70%, right? Go to rate in term. So we'll be taking 70. It's correct. Rate in term we just have 75 and 70%. So anything that is less than 75% is 70. Yeah, everything that is less than or equal to 70% is 70, and above 70%, 75%. That's why these values are correct. So this works. So how about if this no? So we need to add another if statement, right? Need to add another if statement. Copy. Wait, okay. Let's just include the if statement here. If this one is equal to yes, then take this formula, right? Well, this one can only either be yes or no. There are no other values in that, so let's take this. If that is yes, this would be the formula. And if it's a no, paste the formula and edit it. Okay, so if it is a no, we'll be using this range. Okay, instead of this range. No, so we have to edit the formula. So instead of T7, we'll be using T15, 15 to 21. Range. Oh, 21. Check. Okay, so we just edited this formula so that if it's a no, we will be using these ranges, right? So let's test that. Okay, if this is a no, okay, 60%. Let's change this one to 70, 69, 68%. Okay, so 60%, the minimum value that is greater than percent. 68. How about value that is greater than, well, yeah, you have to drag this formula. I forgot. All right. So 68%, 8, also, oh, 68, 75, and 75, rest 80%. Okay, go back to yes, 70, 70, well, okay. 73, that is percent, percent there. So if we go to no, and this will be cash out everything 65%. Okay. Okay, so the formula works. So sorry. Yeah, my throat become itchy. I talk too long. Sorry for that. Okay, so the formula works. The next video that I should do is this one, because these two are the problem of my client. I want to show you how to calculate the values in here based on these conditions, this one's, also this one, also do this one. So this problem will be on the next video. Again, thank you for watching. If you have the same problem, you can follow the steps on how to do the MINIFS or MAXIFS. If you can't do it, well, contact me on Upwork and I can help you on that. Thank you for watching.